Om Swastiastu. Good morning, the Honorable Rector, Mr. Andre. Let me introduce myself. My name is Agung Putri Kusuma Dewi from Class 8 English Education Department. Today, I would like to present the material with the title Language Test Statistic. So, in language assessment, language tests refer to the tools and also instrument to measure students' language ability, especially in the specific aspect. The first aspect such as in the writing, listening, reading, and also speaking skills. And then according to Beckman 1990, the language test is referred to the statistic procedure to measure people language ability or knowledge of the people. So language test is referred to the tools and also the instrument that we use to calculate, and also we need to use to measure about the people ability in their language, especially in the first language and also in the second language. And then the purpose of the language test is first to determine the level of the people in the language proficiency, and then the second is to know the result of their language ability. The third is to evaluate students in the learning program, and the last one is to select participant, especially in joining the new program. For example, in the joining the first before inside of the university. So there are some type of the language statistic. The first is mean. The mean in here, that mean is the average of the certain of the data and also the score. So you can calculate the mean by using mean equals by amount of the score divided into the number of the score. So you can find the result after you calculated it. And the purpose of we knowing the mean is to know students average in the certain of the project scores, and also to know students general value of the students test. And the second is median. Median here, that mean is the middle point of the score on or of the data. So by using the Microsoft Excel, you can find the median itself. So the function is median to know about the median point or the middle score of the students. So how to calculate it? So you first is arrange your score in the Microsoft Excel, or also you can arrange manually. If you have odd number, for example, you have 5 number of or the 5 score, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. In the 3 is the median because the position is in the middle. And then if you have even a number of the score, for example, is 10, so you can calculate it. So the position number 6 and also number 5 is the median of the data. And then is mode. Mode here is referred to the value that most often appear in the score. So you can also use the statistic program and also Microsoft Excel to knowing about the modus itself. Or in Indonesia we call it modus. And then so the function of mode is we need to know about value that most often appear in the scores of the students. So the next is rank. Rank here refer to the difference between the lowest and also the higher score of the student test. So the function of the we know the rank is we need to know about the students who have the lower score and also the students who have the higher score in the test. And then you also can using the formula by ranks equal with a maximum score, mean with minimum score of the students. And the next is standard deviation. Standard deviation here refer to statistic process to know about how far the students average in the statistic or the score of the students. You can using the SPSS program to explain about the standard deviation. The first, you can input your data or your score of the students into the SPSS program. After that, you can click the analyze. After that, you can see the descriptive statistic there. You can click it, and then after that, you need to move. For example, you want to do about the analysis in the reading test. You can move the reading test to the column, and then you click the OK. After that, you need to click the standard deviation. So after that, SPSS program will show you the result of the standard deviation of the reading score itself. So the function of the standard deviation here is to know about how far the students' homogeneity, and also how far the students' the diversity of the data. And then the next is validity test. Alright, in the validity test is refer to the test that we use to the measure that this test is supposed truly used supposed to be what we need to measure. So from the validity test, we can see this is the test is valid or not valid for our students. And also you can using the SPSS statistic to see the validity of the students. And then the next is the reliability test. In the reliability test here, you can also using the SPSS program by input your data to the SPSS. After that, SPSS also you can after that, the SPSS can show you about the data around the result of the reliability test. So reliability test here is refer to the certain of the data that is suitable or the frequency. For example, you test your students in the in the different time, but the result is not changed. So that's why we call reliable. So the function in the reliability test is to know about this test is truly sure about the student score in the certain time, in the different time. And then the next is the item analysis difficult with a p-value. So item difficulty of the statistic test is show how difficulty the test that you want to send to your students. So by using the formula such as V equals the number of the students who answering with correctly divided by the total number of the students. And the next is standard error of measure. So we as a teacher in the future, we need to check about the standard error measure. So the function to know about standard error measure for the students is students need to appear itself, and also need to understand about what the question is make the students error. So in the conclusion, by understanding several type of the statistic, for example like mean, median, mode, range, standard deviation, and also validity and also reliability, in the future we as a teacher need to show the score of the students, so we can not make a different result and also make a false decision by that score. So that's all for me. Thank you so much. Santi 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 Om.